Parents of horrible children, where did it all go wrong? My brother Dickweed's a drug addict and criminal. I know pretty much where it went wrong. At every turn. My mother would cover for him. If Dickweed missed school, it's okay. Mother'd go in and smooth it out. If he cut up a bunch of decorations, it's fine. It's fine. We'll pay officer. No need to charge us. When he stole a car and totaled it, she blamed everyone but him. And got him a lawyer to convince them to drop the charges. Same deal with his first drug offense. Get him a lawyer. Convince the judge to give him probation for 2 years. I have seen her bail him out. Talk him out. And connive him out of more legal trouble than anyone I have ever known. He is completely arrogant about his choices in life. If you challenge him, you're an asshole. Talking sense to him is impossible because in the echo chamber of his head, the only person who matters is himself. And why not? All through his life. Hasn't his mother been there to shore him up and fish him out? I have horrible siblings. Felons. Drug addicts. I'm the only person in my family who has figured out that my mom is a big time narcissist. My brothers were the classic bad kids in school. And graduated to drugs and jail and alcoholism. I was somewhat the opposite as a kid behavior wise, perfectionistic. And now I am just intractably codependent and subconsciously self-destructive. A narcissistic mother uses her children to feed her narcissism in all kinds of ways. The damage from this is permanent. I guess what I'm saying is that sometimes this shit is way more complicated than it looks in the grocery store. Speaking for my pay teacher. He's said that he has just straight up told parents that their kids are asshole, and when we asked for an example, once he'd literally told a parent, your kid is going to fail pay and possibly 7th grade if he keeps his act up. Parent proceeds to bitch. Pay teacher responds with, your kid acts a lot like you. So you could say that it went wrong from the start. As a babysitter for some really shitty children, do not let them walk all over you. Assert your dominance. Like with dogs. Little purse dogs get really cocky because they can jump up on their owners and basically do whatever the hell they want, while bigger dogs have to stay off the couch and not jump on people or bark all the time. But the thing is, little kids don't stay little. Little kids, like little dogs, assume they have power because they are allowed to do more of what they want. So they continue to act spoiled and immature. Then, as they grow up, they get harder and harder to control because the kid gets bigger and stronger and faster and louder. Basically, make limits and rules clear from an early age. Small kids shouldn't be allowed to misbehave just because they're young and don't know better. Teach them better, or they will walk all over you. We give them too many chances to do what they're told. We get too tired, overwhelmed, and don't enforce punishments as often as we should. Lack of consistency pretty much sums it up. We're working hard on changing though. They're young enough that it will be alright. Ages 5, 3, 1. I'm scanning the comments, waiting to see if any of them could be my mother. Emma. This is your mother. Get off Reddit and tidy your room. It's a simple thing. Sleep. Or lack of it. You don't get any. Your partner doesn't get any. The goddamn kids never sleep. They make so much noise the neighbors don't sleep. My neighbors call the cops cause of the noise. And so the cops don't sleep. This pisses me off. So I have to go out and grab a quick bite. McDonald's, Starbucks and Taco Bell don't sleep. I come home and have to vent. Writing worthless crap like this on Reddit. Now everyone that reads Reddit can't sleep. The whole world is f***ing pissed at me and my kids cause no one gets any sleep. Seriously. If we all just slept a little longer, we'd get along so much better. My kids taught me to spend lots of time on Reddit. Are they horrible or what? It takes an internet community to raise a child. I think most kids are their bad moments. So maybe you just witnessed one of those? I have small kids and they are usually quite good. But when they are really hungry or tired they can act terrible. I try not to let them get to that point. But I am not perfect and sometimes I forget to fuel them up before going out somewhere. TL. Dr. A hungry or tired child can be a little monster. As a kid on Reddit I feel like a spy. I'm currently taking tips on what to not do. Every kid is a free agent. You can do everything right. And it can still go wrong. Parent here. Giving my 2 cents on this. It does no good to yell or make threats if there's no follow through or discipline. My kids knew when they were little if they misbehaved in a store they wouldn't be getting a treat or little toy. Good behavior should be rewarded. Not the other way around. I heard a story from a friend who is a dentist. One of her patients brought her 2 young kids into the office with her and the kids had to sit in the lobby while mom was getting her teeth cleaned. After the appointment she told the mom how well behaved her children had been during the appointment and the kids immediately got big smiles. They get ice cream whenever an adult compliments their behavior. Semicolon. Sadly, psychopathy isn't preventable. But just say no to giving a kid an iPhone before the age of 10. Or spoiling the shit out of them. When it comes to the nature versus nurture argument, I think too many overlook the fact that nature, through genetics, plays a much bigger role than people like to give credit for. Poor genetic material really does make a huge difference. Most stories here are about permissive parents. So for balance, hear me up. My dad was a hard, conservative man determined to beat good behavior into me. For a slightest offense, he'd pin me down with his knees, going down on me with his big steel fists. And guess what? I never thought, gee whiz, I should be on my best behavior from now on. I was like, I'll be bigger and stronger than you when I grow up. You big CNT. Then it's payback time. When I was 17 or so, I ended up chasing him into the wardrobe and then beating him up mercilessly. His f-king face bled like a WH Ray not taking a day off on the first day of her period. I'm f-king full of rage still. I sort of channel it through sports. But it's eating me up. And I can't really connect with everyone for fear of hurting them. So listen up. You parents CNTS. Don't let your child get away with tantrums. But don't you f-king ever throw them around.